Hey, good evening, YouTube. How you guys doing? It is Atticus, and thanks for joining me for a little bonus video for tonight. Everybody seemed to enjoy the last one I did with MGL, so I figured I'd do a little bonus one for you guys, just to say how much I appreciate your support and love you all. So yeah, this one I tried to do something different, something I don't really put on the channel a lot. So I was like, what matchup is really rare for me? And I figured, well, why not Norsca versus Vampire Coast? So don't really see that one a lot. At least I haven't done that one. So I thought I would bring that to you guys. So this is a really cool game. And I wanted to kind of show you some of the strengths of Norsca, specifically in this matchup, and kind of explain to you my build and my thought process behind it. So right off the bat here, which is usually what I say when I start, but let's go ahead and just look at my build. You can see that I went for a heavy front line of Berserkers, and anybody who plays Norsca knows why. Berserkers have Frenzy, Anti-Infantry, and yeah, they're just really big beasts, and they get the berserk talent as they fight. Longer they fight, more the damage that they do, and that's kind of true with all the Marauders or Norscan units. So yeah, these guys just excel at dealing with zombies and things like that. So yeah, these guys are going to be my my damage dealers. In the back, I have one unit of Marauder Hunters with Javelins, and these guys, of course, are for dealing with what are they called? Deck droppers and bats and large constructs and anything large. The Marauder Javelins just chew through them really quick. Also, I have the Miststalkers. So yeah, these guys are going to be dealing with any crabs, dealing with any Death Guard and things like that. They're stalked, so they won't get hit by artillery, which is a plus for me. And they just have really good damage potential. Here in Vanguard, which I love to do my Vanguard, I have a Skin Wolf Werkin facing the wrong way, along with some Beast of Tashnar. So anti-large, and the Skin Wolf also has some buffs that lowers armor, and I think gives another one. I forget what it is. So for some reason this thing will never. Oh yeah, never mind. Let me click on it for once. So yeah, where's it? Ruinous Flesh. So it gives you more armor, and more missile resistance. So this is really good when you're trying to sneak into a raged faction's back line. If they try shooting you, you're going to have that that higher missile resist. And he has regeneration. He's armor piercing, and yeah, he's a real big beast. And over on the right flank here, Vanguard, I have 2 units of Marauder Horsemasters, and these guys are good because not only do they have the best range and missile damage of the Norscan lineup, they also are pretty decent in melee. So you can send these guys into zombie, and yeah, they have pretty good stats for a skirmisher, 26-26. So yeah, these guys are going to be trying to get into the back line, and it just happened to be. I mean, I got lucky. Look what my opponent brought in the forest right here. So this is like a buffet for a starving man. So these guys are going to have a blast once they see that. So for you guys saw this little pocket over here, I brought 2 units of Skin Wolves, and for my lore choice, where did I put him at? He's on a chariot somewhere. Oh, I forgot. I have another Skin Wolf over here, or excuse me, Ice Wolf over there, and my lord is somewhere around here. Where did I put him? It's a Marauder on a chariot, guys. Well, I lost my lord. I don't know where I put him at. Well, he's somewhere around here. Am I blind? Or did the lord... Oh, there he is, right there. So yeah, guys, I brought the Marauder Chieftain on the chariot. And what I like about him is he has fire damage. He has a talent which will give you fire damage. Just let's see if it'll let me look at it. Yeah, so this right here, the Flaming Axe of Cormac. And yeah, plus 9 melee attack and 18 weapon damage plus fire damage. And why is fire damage good, you say, Atticus? It's because, yeah, regeneration units, guys. Anything that regenerates takes more damage to fire. So yeah, just a little bonus. For my enemy, or my opponent here, he took a front line of Zombie Pirates, Gunnery Mob, and I do like these because they could deal with the low armor of Norsca. So he has several units of those, and in the back supported by a bunch of Zombie Pirate deckhands with pull arms for the anti-large. So yeah, it's a very good combination. You got things that could deal with the low armor Berserkers of Norsca, and then you got things that could deal with Mammoths and Famir and the big monstrous units that you'll usually see accompanying those units. He also has a really terrifying unit right here, the Bloody Reaver Deck Guard. It's a Def Guard. It's the Regiment of Renown. Some of the best anti-large besides the Phoenix, Guard, a High Elf anti-large unit. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we have Queen Bess. So yeah, Queen Bess doesn't need really any much of an introduction. All you guys know what she's capable of. And also a unit of deck dropper bombers, but you don't see a lot of these guys. I don't think the bombers are really that good. The handgunners seem to be a lot more efficient, but we're gonna see how it goes. Let's go ahead and just start the match here, guys. So yeah, right from the beginning. Queen Bess is going to be laying a whooping onto my men, and this is kind of the downside of playing against them, because they're going to I mean, look at that. One volley just took this unit almost half health, and the bad thing is it slows them, which will mean this unit will group up, and then you'll possibly get hit by two different. So I see that the second thing's coming. I'm going to pull my men back last second, and just avoid that damage. So yeah, I got really lucky there. Over here you can see this unit starting to come in, trying to get into the back here. I don't think he's noticed it, and my hope is I could get into Queen Bess. Over here, I am going to spot this, and yeah, this is going to be, like I said, the little buffet for me. So I'm going to send all my, Marauder Horsemasters and all these Ice Wolves right here, and he's just going to lose this huge investment of armor-piercing range, and this is a really good pick for me. And this is the gamble. If you take those kind of units and you put them here, unprotected in the side, yeah, it could do a lot of damage, but it can also, actually, I'm going to slow it down. Isolationist, I should do this whenever I have thoughts, so I'm taking your advice, friend. But when you go this kind of surprise attack, this is the danger. If you leave it unprotected, things like this can happen. And this right here is a game losing mistake. So, or a game winning lucky thing for me. So, all right. So now back to the replay. You can see that I have gotten into Queen Bess, and yeah, with the anti-large at the Beast of Tashnar and the Ice Wolves, we're just gonna melt through this thing before he even has a chance to respond. Over here, you can see that my front line has been getting hit by Queen Bess, and we've taken a lot of damage. It's slowed them down, and it's just really unfortunate. It's slowing my guys. Over here, you can see that my Marauder Chieftain got a little eager. He's charging there all by himself, but yeah, only now are the pole arms starting to respawn, and he's almost destroyed a unit of gunnery mobs all by himself. Over here, we've destroyed those 4 units, so it's like 4,000 gold gone for my opponent, and he lost a very pivotal part of his army. And now my berserkers are gonna collide into the pole arms and all these zombies. You can see that the bombers are doing a little damage, and yeah, it's okay, I guess. But yeah, guys, this is what berserkers excel at, and there goes that stupid lag as always. Chewing through all these shaft units. So yeah, they're not going to be long for this world. Over here, my opponent is going to get a Wind of Death, I think it is. And it's kind of an interesting choice to cast it on this. It doesn't really, all that Winds of Magic, but you're not really. God, this lag, stop. Why does it do it? One of these days, guys, I'm going to have a computer that doesn't lag. I'm trying to. I forgot to mention he did have Count Nautilus. Yeah, I'm trying to snipe him now that I've dealt with Queen Bess, but he has the Depth Guard that are protecting him. Over here, please stop lagging, computer. It's so annoying. Over here, you can see that the Marauder Javelins are just throwing at these bombers right here. This is the kind of thing that they excel at. But yeah, you can see that these guys are just taking a lot of damage. Over here, I'm going to send the Horsemasters and the Ice Wolves back here to help in the main engagement. They're going to get a nice sort of rear surround, and I'm going to use the Marauder Horsemasters here to deal with it. Stop lagging, stupid computer. I'm so sorry, guys. Some maps are better than others. I don't know why it does this. Only in the replays does it lag like this. But yeah, the Marauder Horsemasters are just gonna take out these guys, and this is really good for me because these guys would be really hard to deal with otherwise. But they don't have any missile chance, and yeah, those Marauder Horsemasters have a decent, armor piercing. I think it's like 12. So yeah, Javelins are trading with bombers. We got the big mosh pit right here. But yeah, this is pretty much my game, guys. We got a Werekin. We got Berserkers, Brutes of the Hound. We got the Famir, the Miststalkers, and everything just. Man, this lag is just so bad this game. And yeah, we've pretty much destroyed his whole formation. He doesn't have anything really left, guys, that could threaten me. So yeah, we've pretty much dealt with the bombers. I'm going to send a couple of hounds right here to chase away these gunnery mobs here, and hopefully it stops lagging. Okay, so when we go up close, it stops doing it. So yeah, you got Berserkers, Marauders, my Lord on a chariot getting a nice rear charge right there. And I'm going to get the little buff. It's going to, buff Fight or Die, which is going to give the melee attack, the leadership. We're chasing off those handgunners. And yeah, so this is going to be should be army losses for my opponent now. And yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys a really cool, different kind of replay. I don't really play a lot of Norsca. Wanted to show you, you know, some of the strengths of Vanguarding. You know, especially if a rush faction, guys. Yeah, take advantage of the Vanguard options you have available for you in Norsca. And yeah, Count Noctis now is going to die, and that's going to be a win for Norsca. So let's go ahead and look at the in-screen breakdown and talk about the keys to success for me. I really do apologize for that lag, guys. I really hope, you know, it doesn't become too of much of a problem that you won't watch the replays. But yeah, guys, look at this. My Marauder Chieftain, 127 kills. Berserkers, I mean, look at those kills, guys. Horsemasters did really good. The Ice Wolves, and yeah, this is another thing. I had a couple new players that were watching my my channel, and I was actually in game with, and they were asking me about some of the builds, some of the principles of, you know, building in this game, specifically the Dark Elves, but it could be kind of with Norsca too, guys. I think this idea, what I'm about to tell you, goes with pretty much any army, except for maybe a few. But you know, the majority of your micro should be spent on backline harass. Your infantry units, if it's a powerful army like, you know, Dark Elves, Norsca, stuff that doesn't route a lot. Now, Skaven Greenskins will be a little bit different. You're going to have to spend a little bit of your micro, you know, sending those units back after they route. But for armies that are not like that, that are a lot more just direct, you know, once you send your attack command and get your army into each individual engagement, your micro and your attention needs to be on the back line harass. So, you know, and this goes with Dark Elves, like I said. So, you know, you're microing your Horsemasters, getting the rear charges, you're getting your Ice Wolves into any artillery pieces, you're you know, getting your rear ken to snipe a lord, you're getting your spells. You know, don't worry about your infantry if it's a, you know, if it's something like this, if it's a direct army that's meant just to stay in damage. And you don't need to invest that heavily into it. Look, guys, I only took 1, 2, 3, 4 infantry units. Look where, you know, look at all this backline harass. And that is, you know, for anybody who's new to the game, that is the key to winning in Warhammer, in my opinion. It's once you transition from, you know, when we were new, all of us seemed to, you know, we overcompensate with a lot of infantry, maybe like 1 or 2 units that are meant to backline harass. But I'm telling you guys, this goes with chaos as well. Like this, you know, this will help you once you guys start. You know, you should maybe have more units that are like harass units, backline, mobile units than you can even on infantry. And you know, having that surround, that backline harass, it really will help you win games. So I hope that makes sense what I'm trying to say. So yeah. Anyways, guys, this is Atticus. Merry Christmas once again. Thank you for all your support. I hope you enjoyed this little bonus replay. And the guide should be out real soon, guys. It'll be a little Christmas gift for you all. So, alright, man. And ladies, it's Atticus. See you later. Thank you.